One, two, 1, 2, 3. Hey everyone, welcome back to Music with Ryan. Thank you for joining me. This week's feature lesson, we're going to take a look at an original composition I've entitled Easy Carter Style and Bluegrass Solos in the Key of G. And really the concept for this lesson is learning how to transition from Carter style picking into flat picking or bluegrass style picking, all right? Because a lot of people, when they get into this genre, they start learning to do Carter style very often, some basic picking and playing melody while you strum. And then, hopefully if they progress, we want to get into more flat picking, consecutive eighth notes, cross picking stuff. So that's exactly what we're going to do for this lesson. There's two arrangements. It's written over a very basic chord progression in the key of G. And that first time through is nice, easy Carter style, straight ahead melody. And then the second time, we're going to take basically the same melody and start to put in more flat picking elements, consecutive eighth note runs, hammer-ons, pull-offs, some cross picking, and get it to sound a little bit more like, again, we're bluegrass picking, all right? So two arrangements that kind of work through and get a bunch of ideas on how to transition from Carter style into flat picking, all right? So if you want to access the full-length version, just click the link below in the description box. It will shoot you over to my website. This lesson is going to come with 35 minutes of video, PDF, downloadable PDF tabs, and 4 audio backing tracks to help you work your speed up. Now, if you really like the way I teach and approach learning, you like this genre in my song selection, learn about being a premier member for a monthly, quarterly, or yearly fee. You can access this lesson and over 350 videos at the site in all 3 of my courses. I've got tons of bluegrass, old time, gospel, folk. I've got some blues, some fingerstyle, so a wide variety if you feel like I'm a good instructor for you. All right, so let's put the first few measures up on the screen and start walking through the Carter style version of Easy Carter Style and Bluegrass Solos, Key of G. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. All right, let's go ahead and start breaking down the first arrangement here for Easy Carter Style and Bluegrass Solos, kind of a taking Carter style and then kind of transitioning into flat picking is kind of the purpose of this lesson. And to see how to build upon a basic melody and get into more eighth notes and flat picking elements. So yeah, we're going to plop the first few measures on the screen there. And remember, the markings below the staff are pick directions, so the staples are down, the V's are up. And we're going to break everything down here note for note. So let me play those first 4 measures and then we'll break them on down. So it starts on, has a pickup on beat 3. So 1, 2. And I landed on the downbeat of measure 5. So again, we're just playing a really basic melody for this first arrangement. A lot of quarter note melody stuff going on, quarter note melody lines. So again, that first measure, we have a pickup on beat 3. So the first 2 markings there are quarter note rests. And then we have a 0-2 hammer-on the D string, right? And then an open G. Just a little pickup there. So 1, 2, 3. And again, that hammer on. For you beginners out there, we want to be real deliberate. They're 2 eighth notes, equal in duration. 3 and 4. And then the next measure, we play an open B string. I'm going to finger my G chord. and play an open B. So I am going to play the G like this, kind of the cowboy chord G. And yeah, open B string, it's a quarter note, and then we strum. So you see the 003, 003. It's there's two of them, right? There's 2 8th notes to beam together, and that will indicate a strum very often. And in this arrangement, of course, it does. So 1, 2, and then the same thing again: B string, and then strum. Pretty easy measure: 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. And then the next measure is 0, 1 hammer on the B string. You can kind of come out of the G chord here a little bit because we're gonna strum in measure 3. And then quarter notes after that: open B string, 2nd fret G, open G. Okay, 1 and 2, 3, 4. And then the next measure we go to a C chord. So finger your C. Pluck in the 1st fret, B, you're already there. And then right here we have a strum, right? 0, 1, 0, 2 of them, 2 8th notes there. If you hit more than those 3 strings, it's not the end of the world, but I try to stick to the highest sounding 3 strings when I'm kind of playing in this style. And then beat 3, we have a 0, 2 hammer on the G, and then open G. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Let me put all 4 of those measures together. They sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So again, the Carter style, kind of. We're playing a melody while we accompany ourselves. So we're trying to bring that melody forward, and we fill in the gaps with the strums to keep the rhythm all going, keep everything fluid. I'll do it again just a little quicker last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Just try to get relaxed with those strums in the right hand. Make sure you're doing a nice down up, down up, down, down up. Nice controlled strums in the right hand. Let's do the next few measures here: 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're over the C chord to begin, and then we'll go to the 5, the D chord. So 2, 3, 4. Just a little bit into measure 9. So measure 5, we are on the C chord, and we're kind of finishing that phrase. That's the first note right there, 2nd fret D. And then we have a little strum pattern here. And we're going to see it again in a couple measures, and this is just a great pattern to know if you haven't worked on it already. But simply it's down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. If you followed my lessons before, you've heard me talk about the syncopation and the tied notes. Measure 5, the note in parentheses is not played. Okay, notice there's no pick direction below it. So beat 2 carries into beat 3, right? And so it does create a little bit of syncopation, but it's fairly easy, I believe. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and okay. Down, down, up, down, up, and keep the right hand moving through that pattern. Just because it doesn't say to strum there doesn't mean we have to stop our right hand. This always stays moving back and forth, always. Up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay? And we'll see it again here moving forward. Measure 6, we go to the D chord, and the melody is on the D. Then I strum the D. And then it's the 4th fret of the D string. That's an F sharp note. I'm going to use my pinky here. You could possibly use your 2nd finger. I'm sorry, your 3rd finger. If you wanted to finger your D chord just a little bit differently, 1 and 2 here, you could do the 3rd finger. Or if you want to do the D chord, traditionally, then you could use the pinky to catch that F sharp note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, pretty simple measure though. And then the next measure, we go to play the 2nd fret G string, and you're already there. And then here's that strumming pattern that we just worked on. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the next measure, 2-4 hammer on the G. And you can use your pinky, or you could come off the D chord, because we're not going to strum D anymore. So you could come off, you could use your 3rd finger if you want. Either way right there is totally fine. Either way is going to be fine. And then back to 2nd fret G, open G, 4th fret D, that F sharp note. Okay. So yeah, there's the first 8 measures. Let me play all of them so you can kind of hear it all go by. Or actually, let me back up. Let's just do measure 5, 6, 7, and 8 quick. So here it is a couple times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 2, ready, go. Now let me play all 8 measures for you from the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so there's the first 8 measures. Let's move forward when you're ready. 1, 2, 1, 2.